Hey everybody, what's up? TheNerdThatOwnz here, and today playing some Demolition on Estate, and I'm gonna go for the second upload of another commentary today. Might seem a little overload, but not really to me. These things are pretty easy to make. All you do is just Alright, get to the point. Anyway, I was have my rush class with the P90 out, and I find on Demolition a really successful strategy is to have a kind of a rush class with Marathon, Lightweight, and Commando, just so you can get around between the bomb sites really quickly. It helps especially if you're defending, because if you clear out like one site, say your teammates we got a couple guys over at the other site, he died, you can rush over there, maybe behind him and flank him and take him out. I like the P90 because it has a really good damage to fire rate ratio and it has a really fast time to kill. But you could use pretty much any submachine gun, whether it's the UMP, Vector, MP5, or Mini Uzi. I personally don't like the Mini Uzi, but pretty much, you know, if you have the right strategy, anything will work. So anyway, a couple things I gotta talk about is in the first video I discussed how we were talking about maybe doing like successful directors, blah blah blah. How we're going to do that is I have created a account FileFront, and if you're interested you can just tell me and leave a comment below and give me a link to the address of the file on FileFront. Download it, I'll render it, put it up if it's already done. Well, no, I won't render it if it's already done, but okay, screw that. Screw the whole idea. I don't need to render it because it should already be done with all the crap put in it and whatnot. But anyway, so you gotta give me the link, otherwise I can't find it. And I was thinking maybe also we could do maybe like a kind of maybe, I don't know, maybe some kind of a top number series, maybe like top 10 or top 3 or top 5 kills or random shit like that. Same kind of thing. If you like the idea, if not, that's cool. But it's just all experimental ideas. If it works, that'd be cool. Have a lot of fun doing that. Get somebody to commentate it and throw it up. I don't think I'll have enough subs to really do that. Maybe get 3 or 4 admissions. So, if you're interested, that's cool. If you're not, that's also cool. I wouldn't really care. I could just scrap the whole idea if it really doesn't work. But so yeah, really, that's pretty much it about the FileFront thing. But yeah, those really these free file share websites are really helpful in this type of endeavor. Not endeavor, but like hobby. So yeah, if you got decent videos, we'll put it up. I know mine are pretty bad. I put those up, and I'm uploading thing to FileFront so my friend he doesn't have a Dazzles. It's a gameplay that he was in, so we can commentate that. It's a Demolition game on Rust. You might expect that soon. If not, yeah, that's cool. He doesn't know how to use Movie Maker, so give him a break. I know. Yeah. It's disgraceful. I know. So anyway, I don't know what to talk about. It's the beginning round of Demolition. I'm being retarded and rushing A. This is how it really helps to communicate with teammates. You can coordinate these strategies of attacking. Like a guy goes in from the front, creates a distraction, maybe with a really heavy machine gun, a grenade, a smoke grenade. Then you have guys rush in the back way and flank them from behind, take them out. Other guys run around to where you think they might spawn, pin them down in their spawn, plant, and then retreat back inside the building and defend it. That's what seemed to work whenever we have parties. And, you know, people usually fall for it, but in this I didn't have a party. I just had a bunch of random names to play with. We actually ended up winning, but it was a long and painful game. We did lose the second round because we just couldn't coordinate attack. Everyone would just rush randomly, and that never works. Especially if the guys are just even if you have an organized defense, it'll usually prevail against the other things. But I mean, like, see right here, where I made a distraction by shooting at that one guy, then I ran around the other entrance. The guy was looking. Those two guys were looking for me. I took out one, put half clip up in the other, and then he killed me, and then he got killed, and because I helped damage him. But anyway, that kind of thing really works if you couldn't coordinate it. But just never do frickin' free for all. It's a team-based game. That's why your teams are there. It's just like So yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. That hurt my throat a lot. So yeah, I really don't know what to talk about now. Talk about the gameplay. I almost got a triple spray with the P90. I always did dominate the kill feed, but then I got RPD'd from behind. One thing I dislike about Demolition is how far away the attackers spawn. It's kind of irritating. Even if you put down tac insertions, they always seem to either get camped or destroyed. But whatever. And oh my god. Running around corners and stopping is a good idea. I guess not running around corners in general is a good idea, but I made the mistake of doing that, and I didn't see that claymore that was right in front of me. I stopped and I was dead meat. So if it's a hot spot for claymores, always expect one to be there. Maybe chuck a flashbang or a stun in there, disable it, and chart. Maybe slowly come around the corner, light anyone up you see. Yeah. So I don't know what happened here. This kid flashbang saw he hip-fired with his RPD apparently at the other guy and killed me somehow. I don't know how that thing kind of works. So those windows right there, and there's a rarely known entranceway that people barely use, and if they do, people have their backs turned against them. But you can only use a route a couple times successfully and not have anyone notice. Oh man. I don't know what is in my throat. Ugh. I normally don't have any allergies, but it seems to always make me cough. There's always something in my throat. So we get the plan off. Marathon of Lightweight cannot help me out here because it still gets diffused. I kill whoever I see, and this guy here, I shoot him. I don't get the kill knife, that idiot. Then I go for a throwing knife and a fail. There's a sniper had a freaking P90, and the guy with the RPD was hip firing at me. Yeah, just if you see a guy and you have maybe say a throwing knife, or just don't be an idiot. What you want to do in that case is if you're charging now and you know you can't make it, you just tap the put your crosshair roughly so that the person's in the middle, and just tap the right bumper. Throw a throwing knife. It usually works. It's a really helpful strategy if you're knifing. Be like a knife monkey. But don't use commando, because commando's for losers. Yeah. I really made a dumb mistake there by doing that. And see here, Marathon Lightweight, I rush up, sound horror, didn't hear a single person. And, there's a sniper, and this, Dr. P9, no, that was a... No, was that a Vector? I think it was a Vector or a P90, I'm not even sure. Yeah, so anyway, I don't even know what I'm freaking talking about. Really don't have much more to say in terms of... Alright, see like right here how I cleared B and I'm just checking A. No one there. I hear a guy on my headset. I think he's up here. Oop, boom, in the face. And that pretty much clears out this bomb site. Just finish, if you're ever doing that, just finish clearing out the building. If you have a claymore, put it down in a high traffic zone, like that staircase right there, by the bomb site itself. It just helps to move around and not camp when you're defending. Because people always expect you to be in the same place. Just never be in the same place, because they'll always get you. Because they'll probably chuck a flashbang in you that, or knife you or something. Come around the corner, knife you. Ugh. Like the guy somehow knew I was coming, for example. Anyway, I'm really out of ideas, so I'm just gonna talk about random crap that's going on. I'm going on vacation in, I believe, is 2 weeks, up in Maine, which has really some of the most beautiful scenery in the continental U.S., and some of also the best fishing in the continental U.S. Man, I'm bad with words. So yeah, you guys ever been fishing? I really enjoy fishing. It's just really peaceful. You might not, catch anything at all, which is okay. As my dad likes to say, that's why it's called fishing, not catching. Because you usually won't catch anything if you go fishing, so don't get disappointed if it happens. But it's really a good bonding technique if you have, like, if you're trying to make friends with somebody or maybe get closer with your family, just go fishing. It's really peaceful and I don't know, it just helps bond. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I like to go for the big guys. I was up in Maine before. I caught a 18-inch, 3-pound smallmouth bass, which is really big for that kind of fish. The average smallmouth bass is roughly 12 inches long and maybe about a pound or less on average. So it's a respectable fish. It's not a really impressive trophy fish, but for me it was a record, and I was pretty amazed by it. What's the biggest fish you guys ever caught? Just leave it in the comments below. If you know. If you've never been fishing, you should really try it out. It's really a cool thing to do. Especially with someone you care about, maybe like a friend, family, blah blah blah. I usually go with my dad, because I would not have the best relationship with him, and it just helps us, like, you know, be more like a family. What's cool is always trying for the big fish. Like, when we were up there, we went fishing for a fish called the landlocked salmon, which is a species of salmon that lives in fresh water. And it does not have pink flesh. It does not take anything like salmon, blah, blah, blah. And while we're going to go up, now we're going to be trying for lake trout, which is an incredibly deep water fish that the average fish weighs about 5 pounds. They're supposed to be really hard to catch. We went fishing before and got all the tugs. And, you know, fishing is just a really cool thing. It's a really neat hobby to do. And so, yeah, this commentary is going to come to a close. So I'm going to say peace. See you guys later.